Hello, good morning or good afternoon, everyone, especially to our faculty that are going to test our ISAS. Today, we're going to present about service-oriented architecture. Before we start, I'm going to introduce our group, our group. The first one is myself. My name is Albert Nicolaass Augustinus Lerrick, and there the second one is my partner.
My name is Ervira Dwi Lestari. What is service-oriented architecture? Service-oriented architecture, or called SOA, is a software development model that enables service to communicate across multiple platforms and language to form application. SOA allows multiple services to communicate using a loose coupling system to forward data or coordinate activity. How SOA works? In this illustration, SOA works like a charger for all functions. Or in another word, SOA builds an interface that can be accessed by various kinds of software. Service-oriented architecture framework. In this picture, SOA framework has 5 horizontal layers. In the first layers, consumer layers. It is a GUI-based app for end user reaching the application. In the second, business process layers. There are business use cases in the world of application. In the third, service layers. This is full industry in a service table. Fourth, service component. These are managed to develop the service. 5. Operational system. It holds the data pattern.
The implementation of service-oriented architecture. The, the easy example of implementation of service-oriented architecture is it all focusing on the service to the customer. It is focusing on the service because they provide a service to a customer, so the customer can use the service and be satisfied because of the service. So the implementation to the application can be such like a bank application or a healthcare application or uh, or many more that the application giving to the customer not not entertain or a thing or a matter but a service. And then the advantage of service oriented architecture. The first one is advantage. The, the first advantage is reusable. What we can say reusable because an application can use an existing service. So there is no need to creating a new service for a new application. The application can use an existing service that made for another application. Because of that, it's called reusable. The second one is easily maintained. Easily maintained because service-oriented architecture is independent, is platform independent. So it can be easily maintained and be easily updated by other people. And that is platform independent. Platform independent because service-oriented architecture is platform independent. It can be run by a common language. And then high availability. Service-oriented architecture can easily requested because service-oriented architecture is highly available. And then increase reliability. Be- reliab- what Surface-oriented architecture rea- is highly reliability because it's easier to debug a small surface than a large code, and then scalable. S- Uh, what means scalable is surface-oriented architecture can run in a lot of server and a lot of different server. And then the disadvantage. The first one is high overhead. Big soft Surface-oriented architecture is high overhead because the input have to be have to make sure of its validity. And then the second one is high cost because of the high cost is from the technology to use the service-oriented architecture and the human resources. The third one is complex service management because there is a lot of message because lot of message it is so complex that we can call soft, service-oriented architecture is complex service management.
Thank you for your attention. Good morning, sir.